Welcome to the Miniatures Paintbrush. Today we're going to do an unboxing of a 1963 Corvette split window coupe from AMT. Alrighty, here we have a 1963 Corvette. Pretty cool with the pictures on the side. Here's it blue with a tan interior, and then silver with the red interior, which my boy likes the best. They have a lot of engine options, it seems. We have we have the street version, the carbureted version. We have cool box art going on over here. It's a street rod version. And I like the retro boxing. I mean, it really brings it back to the heyday, I guess, of model building when that was a huge thing. And I know it was a huge thing with me. So, I mean, I thought it's pretty cool to have it like that. Whenever I open a box, I usually go around the edges and use my nail. Hey, check this out. Here we have some of the parts list. That's pretty cool. That's definitely brand new. There doesn't seem to be a lot of parts to this model. And I say this because, well, I've built Tamiya models, race car models, and they've had a whole ton of parts. So this is going to be a quick and easy build, and I'm going to try new techniques on. It should be fun to build. So I'm definitely going to have some fun with this. Okay, so let me open this up and check out to see what's inside. And it's pretty cool that I have an opportunity to build this. Now, I haven't built a Corvette since I was a kid. I used to love Corvettes and Ferraris. I was a big sports car fan. And this is America's baby, America's sports car. So, it's going to be a lot of fun to put together. Alrighty, so here are all the pieces in plastic. Let's just check out this metal, this painted chrome bit. And it has bumpers and even a helmet grill, velocity stacks, 2 sets of rims, which is pretty cool. So far I'm digging the detail on this. And all those engine options, shiny bits. Always like those shiny bits. Alrighty. I like the scissors. This is used to cut cloth, but my favorite scissors, Stour, I think the brand is. Pardon me if I'm saying it wrong. Really accurate. Oh wow, that's pretty shiny. Look at the way it's reflecting off of everything. Yeah, that's great chrome. Probably using the original wheels. That means I'm gonna have to go in and use a technique to darken in the shadows and leave the chrome on top shiny. I haven't done that in a long time either. So this is going to be a learning experience for me, and it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. So that's pretty cool. All right, let me just close this. And this is the rest of the items in the box. We have tires here. Well, that's pretty cool. They seem to be of rubber, which the old kits that I remember, they were always this really hard plastic, which really didn't make it, I don't know, it didn't feel right as a kid, having these hard plastic wheels. If I did run across a rubber wheel, I was really, really impressed. These slicks actually have some printed writing on them. The regular ones don't have the printing writing on them. I kind of wish they did, but I guess that's just going to be an additional step to try to put those things on. Pretty cool. There you have all these tires. Now, if you have extra tires, it could be like a set diorama or something like that. I don't know. I like when miniatures have, well, a model has a lot of options because then I can utilize the extra pieces for other applications. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest. We have the tail lights in here, and this seems to be the windshield and the back glass for the split window, and it's all one piece. I'm not really used to having all just one piece for everything. Looking through that parts list on the bottom, it seemed like there's not a lot to this. Oh yeah, there isn't. The side skirts aren't in chrome. Um, the exhaust system is molded onto the bottom frame, as well as any other detail that's included with there. Oh, the chassis too. At least the front chassis, suspension. I don't see any suspension springs. But yeah, look, the seats are actually in the interior. They're molded in. I mean, that's a first for me. I guess it'll just make it a quicker build, maybe? I'm not sure. Um, might actually take longer to mask things off this way. We'll see as I build it. Like every project, it's an adventure. That's the way I like to see it. So, might flock that. There's so many different directions that can go. I could paint it and maybe have a combination. But it does. The tub does seem sturdy. But I guess one reason why they would put and mold all these pieces together is because, wow, even the exhaust. The AMT models were always notorious, as far as everyone that I've ever built, for not fitting together at the end properly. Like, and you just mount the chassis onto the body, and it just never fit well. There was always gaps, and I don't know. It was a nightmare to get the AMTs. I was never a fan of how they fit and the fit and finish of the AMT models. So maybe they decided to fix that problem by just putting everything together and saying, hey, okay, so you know what? It's all together, so, you're not going to get any gaps at the very least. And, I'm fine with that. Alright, let's go on to the rest of the sprues here. I'll take it out and we'll go sprue by sprue and see what's in there. A lot of engine pieces I noticed right away. I think that's going to be the largest or the most amount of pieces for this build are engine pieces. And since you have so many options of engine builds, here's a firewall. The firewall has some pretty decent detail on there. There's the original hood, which is the one I'm going to be using. I'm going to build the original version of this. That's what was requested. So, it seems sturdy. None of the pieces are just falling off, so that's always good. I've had Monogram, I think it was the company, where I open up boxes and then there's pieces off the sprue already. I'm like, oh goodness. Here's another hood option. I guess the carbureted engine. Okay, let's move on to the next sprue. We have another hood option and some manifolds. This is a huge. We have a parachute in the back and a helmet. That's pretty neat. I don't think I'll use it, but it's kind of cool to have a helmet. That's interesting. And then here in this sprue we have another engine block. So you have a different option, more manifolds and engine bits as well. Yeah, so mainly it's mainly engine bits because a lot of the pieces are molded, as you saw with the body. So that's going to be the big build. I might add some plumbing to it and some spark plugs. Here on this last wheel we have the dashboard, some seat belts, and a steering wheel that's surrounded by flashing. Flashing is caused by an old molding case. And that's where you have to pour the plastic in the mold to get to mass produce these items, and you have to cool the mold and the contents in order to get the piece out, and then repeat the process. And if you do it many times, then there's like little leaks that occur with the plastic when you put them in and cast them. So when you cool them and take them out, you have this extra pieces of plastic, and that's the flashing you see here. That's a decent amount. So that means there's a couple of extra steps in cleaning it up and making sure that the flashing doesn't wind up at the finished model and ruins the finish of the model. Here we have an instruction booklet. We have different engine build options. 4, I think. Yeah, 4. And the rest is pretty easy. You just put the wheels together, put the wheels onto the body, put the dash and steering wheel on just little bits, and slip the body on to the chassis with the interior in there, and put the hood options and taillights, and that's pretty much it. Easy build. So I'm going to be documenting the build. Let's see what this sells. What else this has? We have model kits. This booklet here, die cast. So you have future models that you can build, or even die cast models, which is a first for me. If you're a fan of building the models, I guess if you give up, you can get the die cast version right there. So you have that option. I like that it's color. On the other side, we have slot cars. I think that's Richard Petty. Stock car racing. Back in the 60s. And let's see what else. Round2models.com, I guess, puts AMT and other brands. They want your information. I guess to send you information. I don't know. Other models and stuff. And here's a decal sheet. Well, that's interesting. I do like that there's a decal sheet there. That's unanticipated. It wasn't in the directions, or it wasn't in the box as an option. So let's see what's in here. Okay. There's a protective sheet, and oh, hey, that's neat. Not a fan of the orange, but hey, those are pretty cool. You have a license plate there, and Valvoline, and STP markers. Interesting. That sounds like a lot of fun. Again, enough for this build. It was required that the build be original, so I'm going to keep it original. And look at this. We have a miniature box of the model car box. I have never seen this before. I don't know what I'd really do with it, but there it is. That's interesting, and it's hard cardstock, I guess. I'll build that and see what it looks like. Alrighty. Let's get all the pieces out of the plastic. This way it'll be a true unboxing. And there's the glass. Now I have the option of taking those two pieces in the middle of the glass out. In this way, I can flock the hood, the roof of the car. That might be an option I might go with. Here are the tail lights. Well, let's take the tires out. Again, pretty cool that they're rubber. That's exciting. And here are the pins where you put the tires into. So I guess that seems like they roll. So that's pretty cool, although they can't go and steer. So this seems like a really fun build, and I'll show you step-by-step process how I made it in subsequent videos. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a lot of fun. Alrighty. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of a 1963 Corvette split window coupe from AMT, and I'm looking forward to building it in subsequent episodes of the Miniatures Paintbrush. If you like this unboxing, please press like up there, down there. If you want to be abreast of all the things that are Miniatures Paintbrush, hit that subscribe button, and the best thing you can do with my channel is share it with others that are like-minded. Well, I'll see you again on the Miniatures Paintbrush.